Paul. We tend to talk about Paul like he was always the super apostle, born with a Bible in his hand, halo already polished, permanently on God's team. We assume Paul's story is a small course correction, but Acts shows it's a total reversal, from church builder to church hunter, and back again by grace. But the first time the book of Acts introduces him, he's not preaching the gospel. He's trying to erase it. In Acts 8, after Stephen is killed, the text says, Saul approved of their killing him. Acts 8:1. And then it gets even clearer. Saul began to destroy the church. Going from house to house, he dragged off both men and women and put them in prison. Acts 8:3. That's what makes this so shocking. Paul didn't start as Christianity's best spokesman. He started as the kind of man Christians would have been terrified to see at the door. That's not misguided passion, that's active violence. Saul isn't a good kid having a rough season. He's a committed opponent of Jesus' people. And here's what makes Acts 9 feel like a thunderclap. Saul isn't looking for God. He's on the road to Damascus with papers to arrest believers. He's still breathing out murderous threats. Acts 9:1. Then suddenly, light, voice, Jesus interrupts the hunter. Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me? Acts 9:4. Saul asks, Who are you, Lord? And the answer changes everything. I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting. Acts 9:5. Notice Jesus doesn't say, Why are you hurting them? He says, Why are you hurting me? Because when Christ is yours, your pain is never invisible to him. Just stop there. Jesus doesn't say, Why are you persecuting them? He says, Why are you persecuting me? Meaning, when Saul attacked Christians, Jesus took it personally. He is so united to his people that their suffering reaches his heart. Saul is blinded, led by the hand, silent. Suddenly the powerful man is helpless. Acts 9:8. Then God sends Ananias, who understandably hesitates, but God tells him, This man is my chosen instrument to proclaim my name. Acts 9:15. The persecutor becomes the messenger, the enemy becomes family, and Paul never pretends his past was not that bad. Paul later admits it himself. I persecuted the church of God. Galatians 1:13. He doesn't rewrite history. He highlights what grace overcame. Later, he calls himself the worst of sinners and says, Christ Jesus came into the world to save sinners, of whom I am the worst. 1 Timothy 1:15. That's not self-hatred, that's honesty paired with grace. Paul isn't a good kid who got better. He's a violent opponent who got transformed. And that's why this matters. Nobody is beyond redemption, and sometimes the very past you're ashamed of becomes the platform where grace gets displayed the clearest,